Exercise 4.3, eighth problem. It's a train problem and very important. A train travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. So first we'll again understand the question. The total distance to be traveled is 360 and if the speed had been 5 kilometers more per hour, then it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. So let the uniform speed of the train be, let the uniform speed of train is equal to x kilometers per hour. So the time taken by train to travel 360 kilometers. Time taken to travel 360 kilometers. That is, time is equal to distances by speed. So distance is 360 and speed is x kilometers per hour. So time taken for the train to travel 360 kilometers is 360 by x, as time is equal to distance by speed. This is the formula we are using here. Next, the condition is if the speed has been 5 kilometers more. If the speed is 5 kilometers more, if speed is 5 kilometers more, then speed is 5 kilometers more, then speed is x plus 5. So time taken to travel 360 is therefore time taken to travel 360 kilometers is equal to 360 by, that is distance is 360, distance is not changing, only we are changing the speed of the train. The speed of the train now is x plus 5. Now as per the question, if a train is traveling at 5 kilometers per hour more than the usual speed, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. So according to question, as per the condition, so 360 by x plus 5 is equal to, now this is the 360 by x plus 5 is the new time taken by the train if the train speed is increased by 5 kilometers per hour. So it would take 1 hour less than the original speed. So original speed is original time is 360 by x, so it will take 1 hour less than the original time. So this is 360 by x minus 1. So now we have to convert this into a quadratic equation. This can be converted into quadratic equation like, now this is 360 by x plus 5 minus 360 by x is equal to minus 1. Okay, so this can be solved as, now we can write it as 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 is equal to 1. So this can be written as 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 equal to 1, or you can directly solve from here also, but if the right hand side is a positive number, that will become more easy for our multiplication. So this is 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 equal to 1. So here we will take 360 common, so this will be 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 1. So this can be written as 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 1 by 360. So the LCM is x into x plus 5. So this is x into x plus 5. So 1 into x plus 5 is x plus 5 minus x into 1 is x is equal to 1 by 360. Those plus x minus x gets cancelled. This is 5 by x into x, x square plus 5x is equal to 1 by 360. If we cross multiply, this can be written as x square plus 5x is equal to 360 into 5. 360 into 5 is 500, 5 6 are 30, 5 3 are 15, 16, 17, 18. This is 1800. So this can be written as x square plus 5x minus 1800 equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Now we'll put the values of ABC in the formula of the quadratic equation and then find the uniform speed of the train. So from the quadratic equation, x square plus 5x minus 1800 equal to 0, and when we compare this equation to ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we can write a equal to 1, b equal to 5 and c is equal to minus 1800. So when we find b square minus 4ac, this will be b square is 5 square minus 4a into minus 1800. This will be equal to 25 minus into minus plus 7200. 18 4 is 72, 2 zeros. So this will be equal to 725. So this is greater than 0, so we can find the roots of the quadratic equation. So when we substitute this in the formula, x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, x can be written as minus b is minus 5 plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac is root of 725 by 2 into 1 is 2. Now x equal to minus 5 plus or minus root of 725 is 85. Okay, now how to find the root of 4-digit number? You can find it either by using prime factorization method or the long division method. So if you don't know, I will do a separate video for this fundamentals. So for time being, we are directly writing the value of 7225 root. So this is minus 5 plus or minus 85 by 2. Here x can be minus 5 plus 85 by 2, which is equal to 80 by 2, which is 40. That is 4 ones are 440s. And x can be x equal to minus 5 minus 85 by 2, which is equal to minus 90 by 2, which is equal to minus 45. Now the uniform speed of the train cannot be a negative value, so we discard minus 45 and take the uniform speed of the train to be kilometers, 40 kilometers per hour. Therefore speed of train equal to 40 kilometers per hour. Exercise 4.3, 9th problem. The problem says 2 water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. 9 3/8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. Find the time which each tap can separately fill the tank. So 2 water taps are there, and these 2 water taps can together fill the tank in 9 3/8 hours. So the tap of larger diameter will take 10 hours less to fill the tank individually. So we need to find the time taken by each tap to fill the tank. So let the smaller tap fill the tank in 8 hours. Let smaller tap fill in x hours. So we already know that the larger tap fills in 10 hours less than the smaller tap. So this will be x minus 10 hours. Okay, now most of the students get confused like which value to be x. So here the larger tap, he already gave that the larger tap takes 10 hours less than the smaller tap. So here it is very clear that we have to take smaller tap x, only then we can minus 10 from the time taken by the smaller tap. Now larger tap is 10 hours, x minus 10. Now the time taken by the smaller tap to fill in 1 hour. Therefore tank filled by smaller tap in 1 hour is equal to 1 by x, and therefore tank filled by larger tap in 1 hour is equal to 1 by x minus 10. So in 1 hour a smaller tap will fill 1 by x of the tank, and the larger tap will fill 1 by x minus 10 of the tank. Now given that both these tanks can fill fill the tank in 9 3/8, therefore tank filled by two taps together is equal to, therefore time taken by two taps is equal to 9 3/8. So time taken by these two will be 9 3/8 is equal to, this is 9, it's a 72 75/8. Therefore this will be 75/8 multiplied by 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to 1. So in 9 hours a smaller tap will take 1 by x, larger tap will take 1 by x minus 10, and these two taps can fill the tank in 9 3/8 hours, which is equal to 75/8. So this 75/8 into time taken by in 1 hour, how much tank it will fill? 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10. How many tanks they will fill? Only one tank. So this we can write as 75/8 into 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to 1. Now we can convert this into quadratic equation by writing 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to, now if 75 comes here, it can be written as 8 by 75 because it is a multiplication. So when it comes to the right hand side of the equation, we write the reciprocal of the given number. So this, when we take LCM, this is x into x minus 10. So this will be 1 into x minus 10 plus x is equal to 8 by 75. So this is 2x minus 10 by x square minus 10x is equal to 8 by 75. So when we cross multiply, this will be equal to 8 into x square minus 10x is equal to 75 into 2x minus 10, which will be equal to 8x square minus 80x equal to 75 into 2 is 150x minus 750. So we will bring 150 and 750 to the left hand side of the equation. So equation can be written as 8x square minus 80x minus 150x plus 750 equal to 0. So this 8x square, 150 minus 80 minus 150 is equal to 230x plus 750 equal to 0. Now if you clearly observe, we can take 2 as a common factor. So we can write 4x square minus 115x plus 375 is equal to 0. 4x square minus 115x plus 375 equal to 0. Now this is the quadratic equation where a is equal to 4, b equal to minus 115 and c is equal to 375. So we'll solve this, we'll substitute this a, b, c values in the formula of the quadratic equation and find the x value, that is the time taken by the larger tap and also time taken by the smaller tap to fill the tank. So we got the quadratic equation 4x square minus 115x plus 375 equal to 0. When we compare this to ax square plus bx plus c, a value is 4, b value is equal to minus 115 and c value is 375. Now as the rule, we will first find b square minus 4ac to see that if the roots of the quadratic equation exist. If they exist, we will substitute the values of a, b, c in quadratic formula. So b square minus 4ac will be equal to minus 115 whole square minus 4, a value is 4 into c value is 375. So this is 115 whole square is 13225 minus this is 4 4s are 16 into 375 is 6000. Now 13225 minus 6000 will be equal to 7225, which is greater than 0. Therefore, if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, we can find the roots of the quadratic equation. So substituting the values of a, b and c in the quadratic formula, which is given by x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, we can substitute the values of b, that is minus b is minus 115 plus or minus root of 725. This is b square minus 4ac is 7225. Now the square root of 7225 will be equal to 85. So x equal to 115 plus or minus 85 by 8. So x equal to 115 plus 85 by 8 or x equal to 115 minus 85 by 8. So x equal to 200 by 8. When we cancel this and simplify, we get x equal to 25 and here x equal to 30 by 8. So this is a fraction, we will keep it aside and take x equal to 25. And therefore what is x? X is actually the time taken by the smaller tap to fill up the tank. So x is equal to 25. Therefore the time taken by smaller tap is equal to 25 hours and the time taken by larger tap is x minus 10. That is, it will take 10 hours less than the smaller tap. So this is 25 minus 10, which is equal to 15 hours. Now we have 10th problem of exercise 4.3 where he has given that the average speed of express train is 11 kilometers more than the average speed of the passenger train. So we will write, let the average speed of passenger train is equal to x and the average speed of express train is equal to x plus 11 because it is traveling at a speed of 11 kilometers more than the passenger train. So passenger train plus 11. Now time taken by passenger train to travel a distance of 132 between Mysore and Bangalore will be equal to 132 by x because time is equal to distance by speed. This is the formula. So now we have applied this formula already in problem number 8. Okay, so time is equal to distance by speed and time taken by express train. Now ET is nothing but express train. Time taken by express train is equal to 132 by x plus 11. Distance is 132, distance is not changing but only speed is changing. Speed is x plus 11. Now he said that the passenger train takes 1 hour less than the express train takes 1 hour less than the passenger train to travel a distance of 132 kilometers. So express train is equal to passenger train, the time taken by passenger train minus 1 because express train is taking 1 hour less than the passenger train. So when we bring 132 by x to the left hand side becomes 132 by x plus 11 minus 132 by x equal to minus 1. So this can also be written as minus 132 by x plus 132 by x plus 11 is equal to minus 1. If we take one minus common, this can be written as 132 by x minus 132 by x plus 11 is equal to minus 1. This minus and minus gets cancelled. We are left with 132 by x minus 132 by x plus 11 is equal to 1. Now here 132 is common, so we will take 132 common, so we will have 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 11 is equal to 1. So this can be written as 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 11 is equal to 1 by 132. So the LCM is x into x plus 11, and here x plus 11 minus x is equal to 132. So here x plus 11 minus x is equal to x square plus 11x is equal to 1 by 132. Here xx gets cancelled, so we are left with 11 by x square plus 11x is equal to 1 by 132. So when we cross multiply, this will be x square plus 11x is equal to 11 into 32 is 1452. So this is 1452. So this is x square plus 11x minus 1452 equal to 0. Now I am now here a equal to 1, b equal to 11 and c is equal to minus 1452. I am leaving this problem here so that you can continue and substitute a, b, c values in the quadratic equation. Before that you have to find b square minus 4ac and see that if the roots of the equation exist. If they exist, substitute a, b, c in quadratic formula and find the average speed of the passenger train and also the average speed of express train. Now exercise 4.3, 11th problem. This is last problem. Here also I am just going to write the quadratic equation and you have to proceed further and find the x value. So the problem is sum of areas of two squares is 468 meter square. So there are two squares. So one, obviously there is a smaller square and also a larger square. So sum of areas of these two squares is 468 meter square. If the difference of their perimeters is 24 meters, find the sides of the two square. Let the smaller square be x. Let the side, let side of small square is equal to x meters, and therefore perimeter is equal to perimeter of smaller square is equal to 4x meters, because side is 4 and perimeter of the square is given by 4 into side, that is 4 into x meters. Therefore this perimeter of larger square, therefore perimeter of larger square can be written as 4x, that is perimeter of smaller square plus 24, because in condition it is given that if the difference of their perimeters is 24, difference is 24, that is larger square minus a smaller square is equal to 24, means we can also write 4 larger square plus this smaller square perimeter plus 24 is equal to perimeter of the larger square. Now therefore side of the square, now therefore side of larger square is equal to perimeter is 4x plus 24, therefore side is equal to perimeter divided by 4. Now here in numerator we have 4 common, that is x plus 6 by 4, therefore side is equal to x plus 6. Now sum of areas of two squares, according to the question, sum of areas of two squares, sum of areas is equal to sum of areas is equal to of two squares is given by 468 meter square. Sum of areas, area of area of first square is x square, because area of square is equal to formula of area of square is equal to side square. So sum of area of first square, that is smaller square, is equal to side square. Side is x, so x square, plus side of larger square is equal to x plus 6 square is equal to 468. So x plus 6 whole square is the side of the larger square. So sum of areas is equal to sum of area of smaller square plus area of larger square is equal to 468. So this is x square plus this is a minus a plus b whole square. So a square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to 468. So this can be written as x square plus x square is 2x square plus 12x plus 36 is equal to 468. So clearly 2 we can take common here. So this is x square plus 6x plus 18 is equal to 468. So this is x square plus 6x plus 18 is equal to 468 divided by 2, which is equal to 2 1s are 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. So this is x square plus 6x plus 18 minus 234 equal to 0. Now this 234 minus 18 will be 14 minus 8 is 6. This is 2 minus 1 is 1. This 1 6. So this will be equal to x square plus 6x minus 6 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation where a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 6, c is equal to minus 6. Now this is quadratic equation. Now you have to substitute a equal to 1, b equal to 6 and c equal to minus 116 in b square minus 4ac, and see that if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, if it is greater than 0, then find the x value by substituting a, b, c values in the quadratic formula, which is equal to x equal to minus b plus or minus b root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Then you can easily find the side of smaller square and the side of the larger square.